see that? All over South Florida, it's basically a giant grid of canal systems that run east and west, all over the place. And what I'm doing is I'm driving around, I'm glancing, looking over the canals until I find what's called eelgrass. Eelgrass, it sounds and looks just like what it is. Looks like a whole bunch of eels sticking up. Then we're gonna go sift through it, and you're gonna see how fast we can catch crawfish and a whole bunch of other stuff. This is how, let's say if you're hungry and you're driving around and you want a snack, this is what you do. In like 5 minutes, you can fill a bucket up with crayfish. The only reason I didn't want to go here earlier is there's normally a lot of water moccasins, water snakes, water moccasins, other stuff that can bite you. So I was trying to avoid it, but
Sweet.
we gotta do what we gotta do. I don't think they'll bite you this time of year anyway. The water's a little cooler than normal. We'll find out. Watch out for a snake. See him, just kick him. This is all I'm doing. The grass is going like this. I'm going with the grain of the grass. I'm pushing the tip of the net down, scraping along the bottom, coming right to you. You can stay still and watch. And when you come up, that's what you catch. Just tons of stuff like that. And let me grab a bucket and let's go.
Sweet spot, I'm feeling good. The sun is shining, I knew it would. The world's a playground, I'm in the clouds. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out, I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out, I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out, I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Big stage, I got my crew, I'll get you moving, it's what I do. The party's starting, it's going down. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out, I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out, I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out, I'm gonna light it up, yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about.
Okay, so another advantage you get to doing it this way, you can go spend a bunch of money on crawfish traps. You have to wait all night, and it's fun, but normally you catch 2 or 3. You don't catch a lot of them. Once you locate the depth they're in and the size of the grass in the area, you can just pound them really hard and fill up a whole bucket of them. We're gonna do that right now.
Check me out.
Another one in the bowl.
Check me out. Just check me. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna
See that?
check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Just check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Let me show you what it's all about. Check it out. I'm gonna light it up. Yeah, I'm gonna light it up. Check it out. I'm gonna.
You see the size of that water moccasin? We're gonna move to a different spot. Wow. Another thing about water moccasins are there's only several snakes that can bite you under the water and actually kill you and inject venom. And that snake right there is one of them. So we're going to try to avoid that today. Completely not expecting that. Close call. So the fact that they have little babies get back into this another time. See how aggressive that thing was? We're sitting here and he just came right up. Like, get away from my babies. Ugh. So much for my theory on they don't come over here when the water's cold.
Yeah, I thought there weren't snakes here.
So did I, but I mean, I knew they were here, but I didn't think they were that aggressive this time of year. You're always learning. Now the fun part is trying to get them out. Ah! You can see in here. This is why you should wear cargo pants. You never know where you're gonna find this canal street food. Everyone makes fun of me for wearing cargo pants, but this is why I do it, because you never know when you're gonna catch some crawfish like this. Check these guys out. And you need a place to put them. Whew. We're back. Whew. Oh, don't do that. Really simple, really fast, really easy. Just pull off the side of the road or back next to the chicken. My buddy Rusty. Right, Rusty? Rusty. Okay, ready? See that fresh little guy right there? Rusty, while the grill's heating up. Oh, put that on there. Rusty will eat it. Rusty. Come here. Watch this. Ready? Boom. A lot of people know that chickens love crawfish. Right, Rusty? Cool part about that chicken is completely silent. Doesn't even talk. Like a perfect date if you're a chicken. All right, so I got my bowl. Oh, it's a little windy. I got a cold front coming through. Probably why the moccasins are all freaking out. What I'm gonna do, take a little bit of classic olive oil, just a little dab of it in there. All right, so I'm gonna add a couple of scoops. I can't believe it's not butter. What I'm trying to do is just basically saute them in the bottom there. I've got a little bit of classic olive oil. I'm just getting that hot. And I'm gonna kind of whisk it in the bottom. This thing is not level, so everything's going to the back, but whatever. And you can do all this in a couple minutes. Real easy. Then, everyone knows I love the Creole. One of my favorite things in the whole world. A little dab of that. Then we need a little bit of red pepper. Give it a little zing. Kind of like you're at the roller skating ring and they put that on the pizza. Even though I haven't done that in about 50 years. But a little dag. And then, all about slapping your mama. Right there. Bam. A little slap your mama. Sprinkle that in there. That's it. A little salt. Now that's heating up. And kind of whisk it there. Let that kind of all get saturated and make that dip in the sauce. And I got that going. It's kind of melting together. Add a little butter, just a little more butter. Whoa. Get it popping. Now, what I did is I put these guys in fresh water, tap water, on the ride home to kind of take them out of that nice Lake Ida funk. And here we go. What you're gonna do is you'll see them start really enjoying that sauce and sucking it up. Oh, just like that. Hop, skip, and a jump. It's one small leap for mankind. Normally the fresh water, they're so fresh, normally the fresh water kills them in about 5 minutes. We didn't go very far. And there they go, they're gonna start just changing colors. Just like that. Now if they're molted, you can actually eat the whole thing. What I like to do though is cook them like this. Get them up in that sauce, let them soak in all that flavor. So an ideal situation to have a lot more of these, but I don't know if you can see my hand shaking. Not because I'm a meth tweaker, but because the moccasins are out of control today. See how they're starting to turn that pretty, beautiful red? That's what you want. They completely just start to turn. Now, another neat little fact, a lot of the animals you see in the wild, like the flamingos and stuff, they eat these crustaceans, and the reason their feathers turn pink and stuff is the iodine in there, whatever. They primarily target stuff like this. That's why they have all those pretty colors. It's just that fast. I mean, they cook really, really easy, but the water they're coming out of, you want to cook them all the way through. A lot of people in Louisiana and the Midwest and all that stuff, and coming out of the areas that have spring-fed rock quarries and stuff, the water's way cleaner than this. Those, you know, so you can undercook them a little bit. But here, you just want to play it safe. There could be parasites and stuff. That's why I like to eat them in the winter months. I feel like the colder water has less parasites in it. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's just something in my mind. But here we go. Look at that. How pretty that is. That's it. Just simmer it in like that. And if that doesn't make your mouth water, if you're not looking at the TV or your cell phone and drooling right now, then you've got problems. Now, another fact that a lot of people don't realize is no matter what, those will never get any bigger than that because we're eating them. Let you try this, Cam. You're gonna flip out. I don't know if it's my polarized glasses or not, but they're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in the back of this truck. Nice little candy crustaceans straight out of the Lake Ida canal chain. I personally think they are better than the ones you get in Louisiana, but the only problem is you need 100,000 of them to make a meal. Obviously they're not as big. I mean, the ones we get in South Florida, the largest ones I ever get, about 3.5 to 4 inches long. Some other states you have to have a certain size, and you're not allowed to, in Florida you're allowed to transport them alive. It doesn't matter here, but in some other states they have rules. So you want to look up your local regulations and rules before you transport anything you take out of the water alive, but it doesn't matter around here. We just cook everything. That's it, just like that. You go ahead and put them on the plate, and they're making a nice little hissing noise as they cool down. It's really cool. Kind of like, thank you. Now, as soon as the tail starts to come a little bit, almost looks like it's popping out of the body, that's when they're done. But it doesn't take but a few minutes. I mean, they're so small that they cook right through. Look at that. Now, if that's not one of the prettiest things you've ever seen on a Saturday, I don't know what is. Now, up north, or not up north, but in some of the other states, they'll take the tail off and just suck the tail meat out. But these down here are so small and soft, you can eat the whole thing. Let it cool down a little bit. Pop that sucker in. Delicious. I think Florida, a lot of people don't even know how to catch these and didn't even know they're here. I think hands down, these are better than the ones they have up north. No comparison. Take it like that, right there. Got a little whisker out. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you get up off the couch and you go out and do stuff like this and enjoy it. Find a kid, a neighbor, a friend, whoever do it with. It's that simple and easy. Be real careful of snakes, and we'll see you on the next adventure.